I'm wearing the same shirt 4 videos in a row. Four? I think actually six, because that those other 2 videos where I was wearing the black jacket, I just had this on underneath it. Anyway, this next book is called The Art of Fear, and I'm not entirely sure why it's called The Art of Fear. Although I think there are like sequels and stuff. I don't know what about, but so there's an unknown killer going around murdering people, and we know Ari is a victim. And a dude named Yosef. So Ari is helping Yosef's daughter Tina because she thinks it wasn't an accident or a suicide. We don't know who the murderer is. He's collecting on perceived sins. Yosef did something to a girl named Sophia. Ari killed her sister. So, Sophia, right? Little 6-year-old girl. I think she's Yosef's daughter. No mention of Tina. George is this guy who's gonna watch Sophia and make her famous. And they take her and, like, actually start, like, whoring her out for, like, porn videos and stuff like that. And Ari finds out later that Tina is Sophia, and George also finds her because a name change wasn't going to do much when you didn't change your last name and went to where your dad was killed. So, I mean, yeah, like, like, um, so, like, it's just not, I don't think it, like, it's not, it's well written. I just didn't like the concept. Um, Yeah. Yosef basically sold his daughter, and it was only supposed to be for a year, but then Yosef kept gambling, so yeah. Um, she was supposed to be a child model, but you know. And now the killer killed him, and now Killian, her brother, is next. Well, that happened with Ari's sister. So Carly was the little sister and she was the favorite. Far be it from Ari's parents to actually, parent both of their children and love both of them. So Ari, yeah, was kind of jealous, and like her sister fell into the street and got like run over by a car, and Ari got blamed for it and got sent to juvie, and now her parents hate her. But Ari's like, that can't be what happened because that's not what I remember happening. And it's like a whole thing. And I guess that's what the second story is supposed to be about, because also Ari's dad knows George, the guy who took Sophia, and it's like, wait, what? Um, Ari also tried to kill herself over that, so it's like a whole thing. Um, Ari and Tina are snoping around. They don't really seem to be finding anything. Tina tries to kill herself again because George found her and wants her back. Rosalita, Tina's grandma, knows Yosef is a demon. He bit her while he was breastfeeding and giggled about it. She tried to smother him, but she couldn't do it. Yosef and his wife fight a lot. Eduardo, Rosalita's husband, doesn't want to hear any of it because he thinks, like, this is my son and, like, this is all we have. So, family secrets and all of that. Um, yeah. So, she also goes to talk to Killian, and Killian is like, "My sister's back in town. I want to speak to her." So, I think he does go speak to her, and part of the reason that Yosef, because I guess they weren't living in America before, so part of the reason Yosef and Killian came to America was because they wanted to get Sophia back, because Yosef saw a porn with Sophia in it where Sophia was pregnant, and he wanted to call the cops, but he got bribed out of it. But he wanted to call the cops like originally when he found out what was happening, but he got bribed out of it. But actually seeing her in a porn made him like freak out. Far be it from anybody in this book to actually be a good parent. Tina doesn't have that baby anymore. Some nightmares later. Um, this is what I wrote. Nightmares, Ari talks to a neighbor. Nightmares, killer stabs Sophia because her burden is so big or whatever. And she's not dead, she's just critical. I mean, how someone can walk into a hospital with a knife and stab someone and then walk out of the hospital, I have no idea. Anyway, um, there's this guy named Tristan. He's a cop. Ari doesn't like cops, but Ari wants his dick. But he's an undercover cop, and Ari gets mad at him for not telling her that he's a cop, even though he is an undercover cop. And someone breaks into Ari's apartment. Killian is now the suspected killer. Uh, Ari goes to her parents demanding answers because she wants to know what actually happened. They don't want to tell her. Her mother was a vindictive bitch. Um, she didn't push Carly, and the car intentionally swerved. And some money went missing, and I guess that's why George targeted them. It had nothing to do with Carly, apparently. The killer tries to kill Killian, or I think he does kill Killian. No, he's in a coma. So, Tina gets kidnapped, and the entire time I was reading this book, it never really occurred to me to ask what happened to Mercedes, who is Sophia's mother, because when Sophia got sold by her dad, she was in the kitchen crying, and I don't know why it never occurred to me to ask that. They never really mentioned that. But Mercedes is the killer because she hates her husband for everything that happened. She like left him and now she wants to kill everybody. And Ari died for like 2 minutes. Mercedes and she wrestled over the knife and Mercedes landed on it. And I guess, I don't know. Gianna is Tina's kid and Ari's dad is the one who took her. So I guess that means Carly was probably Gianna. I have absolutely no idea what's happening at this point. And I mean, that's the end of the book. Like, so the first point that I wrote about is the part with the hospital. Because, like, I don't know very much about security or, like, hospital security, and I don't know if they have cameras or anything like that, but I don't think they have metal detectors either, but I don't think you can just walk into a hospital, stab someone, and then walk out, because I'm pretty sure when you stab them and pull the knife out, their vitals would immediately start spiking because they're scared, so their heart rate is going to immediately go up. I don't think you can just walk into a hospital, stab someone, and then walk out. I don't think it works like that. Oh my god. I kind of wish all of them had died. Then Mercedes killed herself. It would have made a lot more sense. She killed her husband, killed her son, killed her daughter, and then killed herself. It would have made a whole lot more sense. And there's just so many lies in this book, and just nobody is a good parent. And just, like, what? There are also a lot of names. I don't remember who all of these people are. And, like, everything that could go bad did go bad. And why? I still don't understand why this book is called The Art of Fear. I also want to know what happened to Gianna. So I guess I'm going to read the next book. I have no idea. Like, sometimes, like, okay, so I use Tumblr, right? And, like, I've dabbled in the roleplay community, and sometimes people will write these OCs where just, like, everything bad in the world that could happen to them has happened to them. And that's what it feels like is happening here, except it's over multiple characters. Like, Ari's sister died, and I don't remember if her full name's Ariana. I don't actually know, but I think the book just calls her Ari. Ari's sister died, and, like, she tried to kill herself, and her parents hate her, and, like, oh my god. And then I think there was another book that I read like this too earlier, where, like, her her boss was, like, a really skeevy guy, and then, like, she, like, wanted to quit. It was Sweet as Kill. Everything that could go bad did go bad, and not, like, suddenly at the end everything's just better, and it's like, okay, but, like, I think George has Gianna. What? And then, like, Sophia gets sold as a 6-year-old, and then, like, all of this stuff happens to her, and it's just, why is any of this happening? Like, everything that could go bad did go bad, and I don't know that I like stories like that, because it just, why? Like, Tina, if you're out, just go to the cops. Like, Ari doesn't like cops. Tina does. And also, like, can we talk about the fact that Ari doesn't like cops and she gets on Tristan's case for not telling her that she's a cop, even though Tristan is an undercover cop, and had he told her, he would have jeopardized his entire operation? Because I don't know what Tristan was investigating, but whatever he was investigating, like, he can't tell you that he's an undercover cop, because, first of all, she freaked out, which, obviously, and then, like, I don't know. I don't know. I just I don't like it when characters do stupid things just for the sake of being stupid. Like, I get that you don't like cops, sis, but he's an undercover. He can't just come out and tell you he's a cop, especially when he can clearly see that you don't like cops. Man.